I wanted to go live because it's been a couple of hours since I found out that Todd and Julie Chrisley have been pardoned by Donald Trump, and I've had a couple of hours to really soak it in. I am because I never believed that they did all this tax evasion fraud bullshit crap. I never have been one that believed that. Because if they were going to do it, I think they would have been smart enough to know how to get away with it. Number two, they never have seemed to me the kind of people that would do tax fraud and evasion fraud or whatever the charges are. I've always from day one have said it was fucking political. And the fact that it took Donald Trump getting them out of prison is what shocks me to my core. Now, if anyone was going to be getting released from prison tonight or tomorrow, I would think it would have been the Menendez brothers, not Todd and Julie Chrisley, because I wasn't advocating for the Chrisleys to be out of prison, because I've always thought nothing's going to work to get them out of prison. So why the fuck am I going to advocate for them when advocating for them is most likely not going to work? Now with the Menendez brothers, I feel like not advocating for them, that's going to work. I'm going to have to advocate them for a little bit longer because their parole board hearing is now in August and not June, but oh well. It feels great to have two less people to be worrying about that are in prison that I don't believe should be in prison. And those two out of 4 people were the Chrisleys, Todd and Julie Chrisley. Now all I have left to do is the Menendez brothers. You know, I wish Donald Trump could pardon the Menendez brothers, but that's not how that works with the Menendez brothers. Like, that's a whole thing. Donald Trump can't pardon them because of what their conviction is. It's what can I think? Because I'm tired. Their conviction or their life without parole. He can't I don't believe he can and I'm just going off of what I believe. This might not be true, but I believe that Donald Trump can't pardon someone that's LWOP, and meaning he can't pardon someone that's life without the possibility of parole. So, Todd and Julie Chrisley, they were never life without the possibility of parole. I believe Julie had 5 years and Todd had 10 years, so they were going to get out in a few years. The Menendez brothers aren't going to get out in a few years because of the charge, but they're going to get out this year. I believe they are. Or maybe not this year, I don't believe, because their parole date has been moved. What I mean to say is I believe the Menendez brothers are going to be out by Valentine's Day of next year. That's what I believed. That's what I believe. But it's gonna be weird when we all see the first picture of them being out of prison, because we don't know what Todd looks like. Savannah, his daughter, has said that he has gray hair now, and we've never seen this guy with gray hair ever. So it's gonna be wild to see him with gray hair. And I wonder what Julie looks like too. Does she have the gray hair? Or is she gonna immediately, when she gets out of prison, dye her hair before she takes a fucking photo? It is, I like, and their son Grayson is my age. I'm a year older than him. So, it is cool to see, just to see how happy Grayson is, because this is the number one thing he wanted in life. He wanted his parents out of prison, and his wish has come true. Uh, it's just, I mean, it's basically tomorrow, Wednesday, my time zone. It's 12:22 a.m. So yesterday, it was weird. Yesterday, seeing, because it was at a randomness to me that they were pardoned by Donald Trump. Them getting out is so random to me. I'm like, why so random? Just a random Wednesday they're getting out in May. Just a random Wednesday in May. But at least this Thanksgiving and Christmas, they're gonna be home. I wish that for the Menendez brothers. I wish they were gonna be home, but most likely they're not, and that is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do to change that. Is how long the courts decide to respond to their parole board hearing. That could take weeks upon months. So, but I am it's just like if anybody was in now, I'm like I'm so focused on the Menendez brothers. Like Todd and Julie Crystal were the last thing on my mind because, like I said, I was focused on them. Just I was just gonna let them serve out their sentences because their sentences weren't sentences that were like worth crying over. The Menendez brothers' sentences are worth crying over. Like life without the possibility of parole, that's never gonna happen in prison. Todd and Julie Chrisley were eventually gonna get out of prison. They only had 5 and 10. They only had 5 and 10 years. Was you think about it? You think about life without the possibility of parole, and then you put side by side 5 and 10 years. 5 and 10 years seems like nothing. So, which is why I wasn't really thinking, oh yeah, the Crystals, we're gonna get out. Like, they've only been in prison, I want to say 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. So, Julie only had like 3 years, maybe even 3.5 years left to serve. It's just like my dad might be getting out of prison this year. The Crystals got out of prison this year. There's a small chance that the Menendez brothers gets out of prison this year. It's like so many people in my life are getting out of prison this year, and it's like a lot to fucking handle. It's a lot. But I'm happy for the Chrisleys. I'm happy for Grayson, but like I wish I could have seen his facial reaction when he was told your mom and dad are coming home. Especially Chloe's reaction. Like she must have been running 1,000 blocks up and she must have been doing 1,000 circles because of how excited she is. I've seen Kyle's reaction. He is hoping for another reconciliation, and I'm hoping that for him too. I really am hoping that for him too, because I'm tired of this family being like one part of the family being separated and the other not being separated. Now, with frick, what's her name? Kyle's sister's name. I forget her name. Lindsay. I don't think that's part of the family. Lindsay and Todd and Julie. I don't think that part of the family will ever be. I don't think there will ever be a reconciliation again. I mean, we had that one before they went. We had what we thought was a reconciliation right before they went to prison, and then Lindsay, apparently to me, says fuck you to Lim, and their reconciliation was over. It was short lived, which I think we all had to know that it was going to be a short lived reconciliation. Like, they were fixing to go to prison. And I feel like that's the only reason she reconciled with them, was because they were fixing to go off to prison, and at the same time, she wanted her name in the news. She wanted the publicity. She wanted the money. And if that's what it was, well, she got what she wanted. To me, Lindsay has always been fake as fuck. Like, Lindsay, stay the fuck away from them when they get out of prison. And Todd and Julie stay the fuck away from Lindsay. Get her restraining order if you have to, because honestly, Lindsay scares me. Like, she's psychopathic to me. But I understand that Lindsay is Todd's daughter and he'll always love her because of that fact. But it's just like, But I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye, guys. Bye.